It's Foodie Friday here on Headline News. Now, most kids are very picky eaters. To make sure that lunch boxes will always come home empty, a group of Filipino mothers infuse normal packed meals with the Japanese practice of bento making. We have with us this morning the Bento Mommas, April Lim and Monette Aquino. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Hi.
power moms. No, and I say that with all admiration because bento making is quite, I mean, it could be taxing.
Yes,
It takes a
yes.
lot to get into it. But how did this is the craze now. How did it start in the Philippines?
Well, for the Bento Mommas, we've been friends for 10 years.
Uh-huh.
So what drew us together was our love for creativity. So when we saw in each other's feeds that we were doing bentos for our kids because they were all picky eaters, we decided to put up first a private page for just 5 of us. And then when we saw that there was admiration and then a lot of people were asking us where we could get the tools, we put up a Facebook page. So from just the 5 of us, we now have 12,000 followers on Facebook.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I've been seeing it,
Yeah.
and a lot of moms always really want to get into it because it's
Yeah.
so cute, and your kids they love seeing the meals come back pretty much empty when it
Yeah.
comes to this cute package. So let's talk about how long does it take to actually do this? Is it as tiring as it looks?
Actually, at first it can look a bit daunting because
Yes.
most people think that it would take a lot of time. But if you do it every day, we actually can do it around 10 to 15 minutes each morning, as long as you plan your meals beforehand.
That's what I read. You guys actually all have to wake up at like 4 or 5 in the morning to get
Yeah.
your kids out by 6.
Yeah.
Tell us the process. How do you do it?
For me, as much as possible, if there is something that I can cut in the evening or something that I can prepare in the evening, I do it at night.
Okay.
So I don't have to wake up very early in the morning. For food viands, I normally put them in smaller cups, so it's easier to steam in the morning, and then after steaming, I just put it in the box.
Nice.
So I don't have to.
We're showing some samples of it on the screens right now, but my question is all of the what, those little contraptions that you use, where can we get those? Can you buy them as a package to start moms off with bento making?
Or aside from doing bento art, we also sell tools. So
Okay.
they can buy it from our Facebook page.
Okay.
It's Bento Mommas.
And of course, bento, it's not just all about how pretty it looks. You're also trying to advocate having nutritious meals
Yes.
in there. So how do you make sure that everything fits in that little box?
So we try to incorporate the 3 food groups in our bento boxes. So we try to include go, grow, and glow foods in our meals. So like for me, my son used to not eat fruits and vegetables. But now, once I incorporate small portions of fruits and vegetables in his baon,
Yeah.
he now starts eating more variety of fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, how would you not pick on those grapes when it looks so nicely? What are your favorite bento themes? And I'm sure that there's a lot of, I heard you guys have a minion theme, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, my favorite would be maybe the Minion because it jump-started our foray into character bento making. And then one of my favorite bentos for my child was Sesame Street that I deconstructed as sinigang dish.
Whoa.
So I made Oscar out of green beans and all the other vegetables, and I just packed soup with his bento box so he
That's
can pour it.
awesome. But what if for moms like me who are not artistic at all? Is there hope to get it as nice as that?
We actually sell tools. So like for me, I'm more into tools than making it everything from scratch. So I invest in a lot of bento tools like cutters and molds. So it's easier for me to do it in the morning.
How do we begin? Okay, people who I'm super interested. I know a lot of moms out there are. How do they catch you guys and go through this process of learning how to put a bento box together?
Well, it helps to have a bento notebook or a doodle book where you can draw your lunchbox and then you can assign the food for that particular character or design.
Okay.
So, and then you begin by pre-cutting the items that you can pre-cut in the evening and then just pack it in the morning. And then as April said, you have to make sure that the go, grow, glow food are present. So that's carbohydrates, protein, and fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
So,
And they can go to your Facebook page,
Yeah.
which is
Facebook.com/Bento Mommas. And then they could also see our works in our Instagram. It's the Bento Mommas. And they can also follow us in Twitter at the Bento Mommas.
April and Manette, thank you so much. You guys
Thank you so much
inspire me.
also.
I'll try to do it. Thank you so much. We just spoke to April Lim and Monette Aquino of Bento Mommas.